this book, Everything You Ever Wanted to Know About Sex But Were Afraid to Ask, it was a tremendous success. Not necessarily because of the information it gave out, but because it provided a single place to which people could turn for all the information they needed about sex. Well, 10 years later, things have changed, and we no longer have to rely on a single book. In fact, here in San Francisco, we have a complete center that can answer any question you have about sex or sexuality. The Multimedia Research Center and the Institute for Advanced Study of Human Sexuality together comprise the only sex study center of its kind in the world, and it's located on Franklin Street in the heart of San Francisco. It was founded by Ted McElvenna, a Methodist minister who, together with his wife Vinnie, run this enormous place. It was established in 1972 because Ted felt there was a dangerous lack of knowledge about the wide sexual spectrum and a need to provide a place to answer the questions. The center now has the largest book collection on the subject, makes more movies on the subject than anyone, and believe it or not, the two biggest customers are the federal government and the state of California. But the people that come here from all over the world are not government representatives, but rather scientists, counselors, doctors, researchers, sex therapists who want to fill the voids left by their formal education. The more they know, the better they can help their patients, or the better they can solve the mysteries. For $1,400, they cover everything from anatomy to anthropology, transsexualism to transvestism. When they're through, they can earn a master's in human sexuality, a doctorate in human sexuality, or even a PhD. But the center is for the average person like you or me also. Anyone with a sexual-based problem can get help here. And whether you're heterosexual, homosexual, or bisexual, there are experts here to help. $75 will get you a weekend series of seminars the first of every month, or you can take private sessions on an ongoing basis from $20 to $50. To help you, there are rap groups like this and the most extensive library of taped lectures on every subject you can imagine. In addition to the videotape, the center has produced and distributed over 200 educational films, and they deal with everything from childbearing to S&M. The staff consists of experts like Wendell B. Pomeroy, Ph.D., who co-authored the original Kinsey Report. Where does he think our sexual attitudes are going?
I've seen in the past 8 to 10 years a tremendous change in our culture in regard to attitudes about sex. People are more open now, are more willing to listen to research and data than they ever have been. So in the next few years I see this continuing. I do think we're in something of a backlash period right now. We have our anti-abortion and our anti-pornography and our anti-homosexual feelings and institutions, but I see this as quite temporary, and I see that in the next 10 years or so that we'll continue to be more open in regard to sex.
All across the country?
Yes, I see this not only in San Francisco, but all across the country.
The bookstore is open to anyone off the street, and it is perhaps the most comprehensive in the world on the subject of sex. With every imaginable resource at hand, from anatomy to pornography, it is the ideal place for everyone to answer questions and resolve the problems that plague so many of us. Even religious subjects are dealt with, as many priests and other religious figures are regular students of the center. You know, no matter what your attitudes are on sex, there's one thing that can't be denied. We all have questions about it. Fears, inhibitions, hang-ups. It's really nice to know that right here in the Bay Area, we have a luxury most people don't have, a place we can go for answers. I'm Dan Weiss for Saturday Live.
Coming up, our own Gene Washington.